Well, hello and welcome, people eater, to Lone Soul, a new action roguelite with a very heavy ARPG influence, but also, you know, kind of a traditional action roguelite influence, like a Hades style map system. But it also has a very heavy combo-based combat system, which would be cool. I don't think we've really seen a lot of that in games like this recently. But basically, the game has a lot of systems that I'm really looking forward to checking out. I think that as long as it can execute, then this might be a sweet one to play. That being said, the demo is currently available. It just came out either today or yesterday, but either way, if you want to check it out, link of course will be down below in the description for you to check out yourself after checking out the video. And yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it. We're gonna do a new game just because I've done kind of the very beginning.
Commander Minos explicitly ordered us to wait for Arana and Serana's arrival and for the tower stabilization.
Alright, stop whining. I'll just take a quick look around. Since you'll be watching anyway, you might as well help me navigate.
I know you can't sit still, but you are breaking orders.
This guy's voice is incredible.
If anything happens, I'll take the blame.
It's just super deep.
Time to leap into the abyss.
When I was in high school, I wanted a higher voice because I listened to like emo music and wanted to sing higher, but now I'm like, give me that deep voice. Oh, okay, we are off. We are jumping into space. Got it?
Looks like everything is stable. Revelia! Can you hear me?
You need to reach the deepest chamber and check what happened to her. Right now, I can still watch you from the base, but as soon as you go deeper, we'll lose contact.
Interesting. Okay, so the very first impressions that I had, right? Because like I said, I played for all of like 5 minutes. First impressions, movement is like very snappy in a bad way. So looking at the animations here, like when I turn, it almost like rather than spinning, it like clicks, that's mostly visually weird. Movement doesn't actually feel weird. The other thing that I really can't stand is when the camera does this, especially when it's action combat like this. This is gonna hurt my eyes. So if you're gonna do an effect like this, it's gotta be really subtle or just take it off completely, because I'm gonna lose track, especially because I need to do this in order to aim my character. I'm gonna lose track of what's going on. So I really don't like this camera system. Other than that, we have an inventory, so we're gonna have different weapons, armors, masks, and orbs. I haven't played around with this at all. Looks like we can move around our characters, so I'm assuming that it'll dynamically change based on what armor we have, and we'll take a look at this later on. So other than that, we have health, mana. Yes, I can't come down here without the camera moving. That's like really, I don't like that at all. We got 3 different dashes.
Focusing on stabilization. So, you're stuck with my element.
Stuck?
So let's take the power, which doesn't really do much. It just gives us a ranged attack.
Choose the next chamber you want to enter. The higher the level of chaos, the better the reward. However, after completing it, the overall level of chaos will also increase.
Okay, so I'm assuming that this is the higher level of chaos, although it doesn't tell us that, right? So the narrator says that, okay, higher level of chaos is more difficult, right? Well, but the game tutorial doesn't tell me which one is higher. I'm gonna assume this is higher, but I don't actually know. So we have coins and something else. I don't know what this bag is. Let's just go ahead and I guess do a regular difficulty.
I don't feel like dealing with chaos-enhanced enemies. Can you purify me?
No,
yeah, see, there's like some really weird animations, like the character's just snapping as opposed to like, and again, it is early access to be fair, but I'm just noticing like the character, it just looks like, I mean, right here you can tell it's just like snapping back and forth over and over again. It looks really, it's like really jarring.
It is closed until you complete this chamber's trial. Get ready.
Okay, do I have any combos yet? It looks like I only have a range combo, so you can see, so left click is melee attacks down here, and right click is my ranged attack. I'm gonna apologize in advance if I'm like pointing at things on screen and you're getting sick by the camera movement. I apologize for that. There's nothing I can do about that. Okay. I guess we're just gonna range attack him to death. So we're going through waves here. Looks like we've got one more wave of enemies that's gonna spawn. There we go. Yeah, combat kind of feels not very impactful at all. I'm kind of just clicking the button and oh, okay, I guess that wasn't wave 4 out of 4. I'm just kind of casting spells. It doesn't really feel, you know, there doesn't seem to be any impact behind what I'm doing.
Your fiery support is more than enough. This sword is great too.
Blessing of Fire.
A sword
Okay, so
crafted by Commander Minos. It's a very powerful
basically,
weapon.
how I
As for
understand
powers,
this.
one is right in
Hang on,
front
I'll
of
wait till
you.
they're done talking.
On the lower floors of the tower, I'll be able to grant you increasingly stronger abilities.
Okay, so the way that I understand what's going on here, it's a little bit confusing at first because the game doesn't tell you what left slot and right slot is, and I'm going to be honest, I don't really know what the difference is. I understand visually what the difference is, but I don't understand mechanically what the difference is, and I'll go over this in a second. For right now, I'm just going to put it in the right slot. We can choose between 2 different abilities, and one thing that really sucks for an early demo is literally like the combo buttons are blanked out and they don't show you what they are. So I'm going to take Blessing of Fire just because I think it is the better ability. So what I do like is that they give you a visual representation of what the actual ability is as opposed to just a written description. That's a really nice touch. So I'm going to take the Inferno Strike here. So if we come into our inventory, go to powers here. So this is what it means. Left slot, right slot. However, interesting. I'm pretty sure that this is completely wrong. Hang on, I want to test this. Can I move it? Okay, so here's why I'm thinking that this is a little weird. So when I tried this 2 seconds ago, and I got up to literally this point, I put it in the left slot. And for one, I didn't have the button tooltips. It was just all the white squares. So for some reason now the button combo is actually working. And when it was over here, it was actually, it swapped. It was 3 right clicks. So I don't know what's giving like the combo indicator. I don't know what's making that. Because if we do now, oh, see, now just all the buttons are working. Okay, so that's something that I hadn't seen before. But you can see how the combo changes, and now on my right click, I have that ability after a time. And if I do 3 right clicks, I'm getting this ability. So left and right is basically what side, like what button it is. I don't know why we can't swap it. You know, like I can't put it over here. I feel like you should definitely be able to just like swap freely. Display shortcuts. Yeah, see, so I put it over here and it was definitely just 3. It was this binding when I put it over here. So that was weird. Okay, so that's how the combo system works. I'm glad that we can actually see how this works. This makes it much more clear what was going on when I couldn't see the tooltips as they were before. They were just white squares. Obviously, it made it much more confusing. Okay, but I understand that now. I do still wish that we could swap that around.
You can spend it on better gear.
So let's see. So what is a harder difficulty?
You can also rely on luck and find items.
No point in getting attached.
Okay, so voice tool. So the voiceovers are tied to certain locations on the map, and so if you jump past them, they're just gonna skip voice lines, which is a little jarring as well. Survive for 30 seconds. It should probably just queue up voice lines rather than just skipping to the next one, because like I don't know where the lines are on the map. Survive what? Survive these? They're not even... Wait, but they're not even... Okay. Like... Wait, really? I've barely... Okay, I've barely moved. I've moved that one time. So that was a harder level. And I didn't have to move. We survived.
You can also choose the chamber's reward.
Does this tower want to help me or get rid of me? Everything here is so strange.
Anvil of Empowerment.
Well...
You can upgrade your equipment here before moving forward. If you destroy
Oh,
the
was there an
Shrine of
anvil up
Chaos,
there? I didn't even see. I literally didn't even see it.
Reward. However, in the next few
Attack
chambers,
power,
you'll
critical
take
multiplier,
greater
health on
damage,
kill.
and the
We're
chaos
just gonna
level will
take... I don't know what Fury
significantly
Generation
increase.
is.
The choice is yours.
Let's take 12% crit multiplier. I'm surprised the crit multiplier is... Oh, actually, that's probably crit damage, not crit chance. Yeah, like, so first of all, there's so many effects going on, right? Well, it's not like there's a lot of effects, but the effects are kind of... Okay, let me clarify what I'm trying to say here. So, it's not necessarily that there's a lot of effects, but because I'm not getting... To me, I'm not getting substantial feedback. Oh, okay, I'm like literally just dying here. Because I'm not getting substantial feedback of what attacks of mine are actually going off, I can't tell where I am in the combo, and so I'm having trouble, like, figuring out whether my attacks are actually working or not. Isn't this... Wait. Isn't that what we just got? Yeah, so I can only put Inferno Strike in both. I'm so confused by that system.
The reward of this chamber is my blessing. You can choose which of your attributes you'd like to have strengthened for the rest of your time in the tower.
I know. Usually I'm the one doing the blessing.
Not good.
Oh, okay, it's all just the same power-ups over and over again? I don't know what Fury is, but I guess we'll take it.
Complaining. It'll work out somehow.
So is this the boss room? Because this is the only option I have. Oh. Yeah, that needs to be way clearer that there's something on the map. I did not. So that, yeah, there was probably a forge that I completely skipped by. How much gold do we have? Where is our gold? Right here. Yeah, see, like, okay, so a lot of the tool, like, a lot of the buttons are just, like, graphically not working. So we have 800 gold. Let's see, Thornbreaker, attack power, crit chance. Why is crit chance not green? Maybe it's because... So maybe the stats can roll different tiers of power? So, like, for... I don't know. Some of this text is green, some of this text is gray. I don't know why that's the case. My initial thought was, like, maybe like the attack power is an uncommon roll and the chance to cast Soulless Burst is a common roll. Orb. So is this what I have equipped? Oh, okay, so this is other gear that I have. Yeah, so you can clear it. Let's see, skill range factor. I have no idea what that is. Chance to cast Soulless Burst upon killing a foe and orb creation. Sure. We'll buy that. Do you want to sell it? No, I want to equip it. Do you want to sell it? Nope. Well, I can't equip it because I don't know what the button is. So, I guess spell power, orb creation, spell power, chance to cast power. Can I equip multiple of these? I mean, oh no, I can only equip one. Wait, why is one blue? Oh, got it, because it's swapping what one's there. This is non-equipped, this is equipped, and then it puts the gray over here. Okay, so I can only have one. Got it. Okay, so whatever, yeah, that's kind of a weird, okay. So whatever's in the box is equipped. Got it. Okay. Spell power, attack power, item details, equip item. I'm assuming, yeah, okay, so I'm assuming left click is just, okay, we're figuring things out. Patrons, we'll get to that in a minute.
The anomaly is intensifying. Varus, come back. You're not ready. You must as soon as possible.
Amos? Looks like I'm on my own. The tower will probably kick me out soon. Hello there, handsome. Shall we dance?
Okay, let's get blasting.
Damn connection! I can't move. Looks like this is the end of my excursion.
Oh, that was fun. We just automatically get killed. Okay. There's no way that this is how they're gonna spell continue. Once you die, one, your health drops. Okay, when your health drops to 0, you start losing connection points before you die. 1 per standard attack and 5 from a boss attack. The only way to restore your health is to finish chamber challenge. English. Okay, so...
Damn connection! At the most critical moment, I froze in place. It completely paralyzed me.
So you literally just can't fight the boss. That's kind of not great.
Was breaking. You could listen to others once in a while. Never mind.
That's
okay. I don't need to hear the story. Okay, so for tutorial boss fights, I totally understand. Like, it's one of those things where I get it. Well, a lot of tutorial boss fights are set up so that you can't win, but for me to have a boss fight where you fight it for like 10 seconds and then it just forcefully kills you, that's not super fun. I would prefer if it's either just like really hard, so that way it's like, oh, got it, I need to strengthen up. Even if it's like unfairly hard, you still get that idea where it's like, oh, yeah, I'm just not powered up enough. I totally understand. Versus the game just literally just forces you into a cutscene where it kills you. Or if you make a boss fight a little bit more reasonable that a player can get to the end, at the end, then maybe the boss does like a super attack that kills you, right? Like it brings you to like a cutscene. It's like, oh, I'm going to use my ultimate attack, and then it kills you like some other way. And then you still like get rewards for it. But the way that they did that, where you fight for 10 seconds, then it pulls you out of the fight, is not very fun. Okay, so patrons, fire, 150 what? Something. I just clicked it and it worked. Where's the point number? It's red, so I clearly can't do it. But what is it using? Is it using gold? I have no idea what currency this is using. Well, I have blazing fireflies. Yep, okay. I guess we're gonna move on because I don't know what it's doing there. So I guess I'm going that way? Or do I go this way? Oh, wait, we can go to nature, maybe?
Hello, Sprouty. I heard it was your...
Nice to see you. Maybe it was a little bit my...
Relax.
Okay, we can skip all this. Okay, so this looks... You need to obtain a nature melee combo to use this gate. Okay, well, we can't get that because I don't know. Unless they gave me currency. Nope. Okay, can't go that way. So I suppose we go this way? Okay. So I guess the way that this is going to work, from what I'm understanding of the context of that previous area, is that the fire god now, Omnis, he's going to be helping us through this run. If we went through the nature skill tree, then that god, that nature chick, would be helping us throughout the run. And would probably give us like a nature-based power. I'm going to assume. Yeah, so I guess I don't understand what the faces are. Control progress. Okay, so maybe it's... What does that even mean? Do I just stand up? Oh, okay, so I just have to stand in the circle? Oh, you know what it... Okay, you know what it is? The first attack in our combo doesn't have a sound effect. Look. So I attack once, attack twice, and then the third one does. So that's why it's screwing me up, because I'm hearing my combo go off. I'm hearing the combo, but I'm hearing it start halfway through. Or it has one, it's just way quieter than the other two. Yeah, so if I'm in the middle of combat, I can't hear that, but I can hear that. And so this sounds like 1, that sounds like 2, and then I'm like, oh, now I can use my combo attack, but I launch off just a regular range attack. Yeah, that's not Okay, nope, never mind. My previous assumption was completely wrong. Okay, so we get Force of Nature. And this looks very similar to... Yeah, that's very similar to the fire one. It's basically the same thing. So let's just do this Force of Nature. New sword. Or maybe it just upgraded our sword? No. Okay, so we have like a basic sword. And then we can put this one on? Okay. I guess we have like a default sword. Rune Trader. That's a good spot for that when I have 0 gold. Okay, well let's go for this hard one, because the last time it was just stand still and dodge nothing. So we can probably get this done. Survive. Okay, now we have actual things that I gotta survive. There we go. We got our combo attack off. Yeah, there's just like no impact on that spell. It just like happens, but like there's no feedback to tell me that I cast it other than just the visual, but there's no like, there's no sound, there's no impact at all. And it's possible, I guess I should say, it's possible that it is there, so I'm playing on speakers, so I have it a little quiet, but like, trust me, I can hear the music, I can hear the sound effects, right? Like, I can hear this first swipe and everything. So maybe it's just that, like, if I had headphones, maybe I would be hearing this better. But there are going to be people who are playing this, you know, on all different audio setups. So that's just feedback that we got to take into consideration. Okay, so we got a bunch of gold. So now I can buy more weapons. Although this one's probably going to be better because it's rare, right? I mean, it just has, like, everything on it. So let's look for a better orb. Spell power, so I still don't know what the difference between spell power and attack power is. Display full stats. Alright, here. Cast a chance to cast Devastating Flame. How come I can't hover over this and see what Devastating Flame is? We also have a bunch of stats here. I'm not sure the relevance of those just yet, though. And then we have... Okay, so we have all our gear. This is not full stats. I want to see, like, my stat breakdown. So I want to see, like, total, like, I want to see total attack power. I want to see, like, crit chance. I want to put that all together. Because, can I see crit chance here? Okay, so Q, item details. Brings me... So I have to hover... You can't have two buttons have the same tool, like equip item, item details. It also just cycles through. Like you can't do that. Yeah, like this isn't, and then you, like this is a small thing, but like why are the fonts different sizes here? I know I'm being very nitpicky here, but when a game is like this, I feel like I have to be nitpicky. Yeah, so like if I hit display full stats, like I want a stat breakdown. I don't want to see just a different version of this info. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, we survive again. I guess so I guess green is survive. I mean, that's the information that that's like all the information I have to go on. So that's what I'm going to assume. Like the green face. Because otherwise, I'm not getting a full understanding of what those faces are or how I know what room to go to. But at this point, I'm pretty much just spamming my left click. I'm not really doing combos just because, like... I can't really, I mean, that's the easiest one, I think. It's just right, left. So... So it's telling me I can only put one into the right slot. So I can put Force of Nature, which I already have in my left slot. It says tier 1, so I guess later on tier 2 is going to be this tier? I'm so confused. I guess I don't understand. We went through the red door, and I figured that that was going to mean that we'd get a bunch of the red god. Like we would do like a red god run, but everything has been the green goddess. I guess I don't understand. I figured that would be going through the green door. Upgrade item. Requires higher rarity, can't be changed. We can change, but we can upgrade all the stats. Okay. I do actually like this system. Requires higher, gotcha. Okay, so the attack power is just maxed out for where it is. Okay, this system is actually good. I actually like this progression-based system, and I think, you know, I've kind of been crapping on the game so far because there's a lot here I don't actually like. I think that there's a lot to like if the systems were done properly, but there's a lot here that is just kind of like not great, but I think it is important to point out when, you know, something is done well. And I actually do like that system where you can, how you can upgrade your weapon, or you can change the bonuses on it. But so far, you know, for a combo-based system, this combat is very underwhelming. You know, there's no held attack. I mean, even just looking at something as simple as, or I mean, just looking at Hades, right? Hades, you have your main attack, which you have basically you have 3 attacks, but each attack has 3 different versions. But then you also have a dash, which you can combine with your attacks. Like, there's ways to combine things into different attacks, and I understand, like, we're doing that with the combo system, but up until we actually have decent combos, like, the combat is literally just spam a button. Okay, so we got new armor. Let's see here. Adds extra crit chance. Adds chance to cast frenzy when receiving damage, when dealing damage. And it looks pretty cool. I mean, I'll give it that. I don't know. Someone's probably going to tell me, like, these are all part of an asset pack, and I'm going to be sad. But I appreciate the fact that, like, your armor changes on you. I really like that system. I don't know what that is, but I feel like that's going to be good for us. Yeah, like, so, like, even, I think I mentioned it before, but even, like, starting that spell, like, there's no indication that it's starting other than the visual. Like, there's no sound to indicate when the spell is, like, starting to be cast. I'm also not sure. I'm trying to think how I feel about this. Let me go in here again. I want to see. Oh, that's what it's doing? Oh, okay. I guess I didn't put that together. I thought, so what I was thinking was that this second click was just shooting out like this shotgun effect. I guess I didn't realize I was making the projectile come back towards me. Okay, I'm more fine with that. What I was gonna say is if it was like, so see the particles that come out right in front of me, right there? I thought that was like a shotgun effect, and I was gonna say I don't like that because if I'm far away, shoot a range attack, and then the second one is a close-up blast. I don't understand that, but never mind. I'm taking that back. What do we have here? Attack power, spell power, chance crit, mana for kill, fury generation, which I still don't know what fury is. Yeah, so like we have, so all these things say chance to cast spell, right? But without telling me what the spell is, I have no idea which one's better. I mean, I guess technically, and there's, let's see, so would I have to come in here? So let's see if we can find Devastating Flame. Is that in here at all? Not yet discovered. Yeah, so like if it is a spell somewhere here, I can't even look at it here because it's not discovered. So I have no way of knowing like what Devastating Flame is. Which I'm assuming it doesn't really matter on a weapon. It's probably just damage, but like if you're gonna put support spells on like on orbs, like I need to know what support spells that I want. Like, is it a buff? Is it a heal? Oh, I'm not a fan of that. So your dash goes towards your mouse, not where your character's moving. Yep, I don't like that at all. That could probably just be a setting though. Okay, what are you doing? Okay, you're summoning orbs. So we've done this before, and it was not that difficult to dodge. Oh, we'll move over just a touch, just in case the area is bigger than I think it is. Oh, scooch over just a little bit. All right, so that was riveting. Oh, let's take care of these little mobs. Let's use our nature attack. Oh, now we have a couple waves. Okay, so let's take care of these waves of mobs. Okay, can you? Okay, we got another wave of mobs. How many waves do we have? How many waves of mobs do we have to fight? Oh, there we go. Boss time. All right. Blast him. Nature attack. Boom. Get behind him. We're going to attack him a couple times. Then we use our ranged attack. Oh, he's gone again. Okay, we did so much damage. He leaves again. Are you going to do the same phases? Okay, so we're going to do orb attacks. Yep. Okay, well, you know what? So while this is going on, so I'm going to sit here. I'm going to go across the room and turn off my space heater, and then I'll be back once we get to the next phase. But I'm just going to let it play out here because, you know, I'm dodging all this. All right, so I'm going to go to the other side of the room here. Turn this off. We are in the middle of the boss fight, mind you. But okay. So, what happened? Oh, we took a couple hits. Okay. Coming back into the fight. And we're still full health. So during a boss fight, I could leave in the middle of a phase. Now, granted, I was away from my desk for all of, 5 seconds. But, I could leave in the middle of a phase and still basically be at full health. So we're having an engaging time. There's some difficulty here, I'm sure, somewhere. Thank you for trying the demo. 3 epic boss battles, new biomes, and tons of improvements are coming. I certainly hope so. Okay. So this game needs a lot of work. This is rough for even a demo. Let's see. Powers, patrons. Okay, so is this gold? It's not, because I don't have any gold. Okay. What is this value? Am I crazy? Or is there just no indication of what this is using? 150 what? Oh, is it this resource? It's got to be this. Why is it way the heck up here? It is that resource. Okay, why is it way the heck up here? Why is it not, like, right here? You guys, I don't understand, man. I know I'm not a game developer, but I don't understand. So now, could I go this way? You must obtain a nature melee combo ability to use this gate. What the heck is this? That's ranged. So I have to pay 400 to get this? Alright, broskies. Man, I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. This game is rough, which is unfortunate. It looked, man, see, that's what trailers do to you. Trailers can make a game look good. You can, I'm sure we've seen plenty of movie trailers where you watch a trailer and it's like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then you watch the movie and it's like, holy crap, that's a pile of garbage. Man, I was looking forward to this. I thought it was going to be cool. I thought there was going to be, you know, some decent progression systems. The combat looked fine from what I saw. And then you actually jump in and play it for yourself. And it's just like, it is not there. I will say, I think that the concept is cool and you could make it work, but execution wise, this is just not it. Yeah, there were so many tooltips that were just like missing information, whereas like cast this spell, but I had no idea what spell it was casting. The fact that equip item and item details are the same tooltip, or I should say this, the tooltip says it's this. I don't know. This should probably just be left click, right click. I don't know why it has E and Q, because that brings you through these menus. The fact that like this one resource is up here versus over here, like you have your inventory button still here, and the reason that it's up here is because that when you go in game, this is where like your health and profile pick go and all that kind of stuff. But when you're here in the hub world, it's not there, so it's just kind of like hovering out in the middle of nowhere. There's not even like a menu button, right? Like you can hit escape and come to the menu, obviously, but it's just like out in the middle of nowhere hovering. So rather than move it when you're in the hub world, they just left it where it was, which, you know, it's a very small thing, but it's just like, it's like, why does this number have to be here on your UI? The only time you ever need it is here. So why not put it in this menu? Other than the boss fight was a joke. I'm gonna be honest. Boss fight did like 2 attacks. He summoned mobs. He did that orb wave, which I literally got up and left. Like, the other orb wave we did while we were in the middle of the run, there was just nothing there. Like I think I moved like 1 time and I could have not moved. I would have taken like 3 damage. So in terms of challenge, there was none. In terms of builds, I guess you could do builds, but the combat itself was just not engaging, and so I didn't really, there was like no difficulty, so I didn't feel like I ever had to have a build. And to be fair, I don't think there was enough time to really get one, because there's only 2 skills that you can get in the game. So unfortunately, this one seems like a huge pass, because it says Q1 2025 release date. I'm assuming that's early access. If they're going to charge you money to play a game like this, and this is where the demo is, unless this is a really early demo build and like they've made significant progress, like let's say the demo build, even though it just released, let's say they had a final version that was built, you know, 6 months ago, let's say, and they only now chose to release it and they've made 6 months of progress. Okay, I could see maybe there could be something here to come back and try it. But I have the sneaking suspicion, because I hate early access. I've gone on rants about it before. I don't like early access. I understand why it's there. I understand the reasoning behind it. However, you know, there are other games that may or may not have come out quite recently. I'm looking at you, Hyperlight Drifter, or Hyperlight Breaker. Is it Hyperlight Breaker? Drifter is the first one, right? Charging $30 for early access, and the quality that one came out with is just like not good. And it's just like, I feel like more games, honestly, sorry, I'm going to go on a tiny bit of a rant here. But if you don't want to listen to the rant, thank you for watching the gameplay. If you haven't yet, or I should say, if you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed spending time here with me today, would you kindly smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more roguelite action. But other than that, here's a little early access rant. And I feel like what early access should be, because to me, what early access feels like is, it feels like for a lot of games where they put out an actual early access like beta build where most of the game is done, right? You release early access in like 0.7, 0.8, most of the game is done, right? It's mostly just like final testing. I feel like what some games, there's like 1 or 2 games that I've heard about that done this where depending on how early it is in early access, they'll charge you a lower fee. So let's say, for example, the final game is going to be worth $15. They'll say, okay, early access is $7, $8, $9. You can buy it for cheaper now. The game's not done, but when the game comes out, you don't have to pay that full cover charge. When the game fully releases, anyone who didn't enter into early access will have to pay the full fee, right? I think that is kind of a reasonable like pricing structure. What I don't like is these games that come out that like, you know, $30 for early access, and it's just like hot garbage, like barely even a beta. And there's some games that do it well. You know, I will say, like, it might not be a roguelite, but Path of Exile 2, I think did a really good, I think is a very high quality early access product. And there's certainly other early, like Death Must Die, another one, somehow still in early access. I'm pretty sure, is Deep Rock Galactic Survivor still in early access as well? Like, that one may have recently come up, but I'm pretty sure it's still in early access. Those are 2 games that have hours and hours of content, and you are basically a full game, but just have the early access label. And to me, a game like that is basically fully released, and then when you get the 1.0 update, in quotes, it kind of just feels like a DLC to me. And so that's kind of why I don't really like the early access tag, unless you have a like reduced price for it for when the game comes out, and then if you didn't get it, you get the full price. But if you just have to pay the full price up front, my whole point in going off about this is, this game to me feels like they're going to charge you an arm and a leg for the early access. It feels like it's going to be like a $12, $13, $15 early access. I could be wrong about that, but that's what I feel like. Oh, Hades 2 is another one. And probably Hades, but I wasn't playing roguelites that much when Hades 1 came out, so Hades 2 is another one that, you know, it's a higher charge, but the quality you're getting of that early access is really good. So we'll see where this one comes out, but based on the demo, I couldn't justify spending $1 on this experience. I'm going to be completely honest. But guys, what did you think about Lone Soul? Let me know down below in the comment section. And I already did the like and subscribe thing, but if you skipped over that, or if you need just another reminder to smash that like button, do so now. There you go. You had your time. Anyway, guys, I've been Ganyonz. Thank you so much for watching and for sticking around through my rant. See y'all in the next one.